welcome back, everyone. Um, it's me, James, playing another day of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, I spent at least a couple days farming. Currently, right now, I have 3 sets of armor. My main armor for fighting, my armor for charisma, armor for stealth. I've been getting most of my armor from, well, at least my main battle armor from fighting bandits. And then this one, I actually took a lot of my armor from, from, uh, from stealing. And currently my charisma is pretty high, as you can see. Charisma's at 30. And yeah, all my stats are pretty high right now. Almost everything's almost at 30. Why? So why am I at 30? It's because I've been training a lot, especially with combat on marksmanship 30. Because I noticed that there's an archery range and that you level up from archery that way, and I was like, okay, might as well train that. And it helped me train my warfare, strength, agility, and vitality. My skills, alchemy is pretty high, a little bit on craftsmanship, not much on drinking, horsemanship, helm master, not as much on scholarship. I try to do stealth. I try to do stealth in thievery, but I think I got in trouble somehow. The villagers found out that I was the one stealing everything, even though I wasn't sure. I was pretty sure no one specifically saw me actually taking things right at that moment, but they just assumed that I was the one who did it. So I put off from robbing because I didn't understand how it worked. Because they were like, they knew it was me. Like, so I was stealing at night and I left the town, right? But then when I left the town, they were like, damn, saying, oh, it was me. I am wanted for thievery. I'm like, I'm not even there. Who reported me? Who saw me stealing? Who saw me stealing? Was it someone who was like sleeping? And then they were like, oh, it's him. When I was sleeping, I saw him stealing. I'm like, well, if that's the case, why didn't you do anything? I was in your house. You should have done something. And then survival is getting there. I kind of want to do more survival because I want to get the Wild Man and Leshy. So at least another 3 levels. And yeah, right now everything's mostly good. I do want to train more on swords. I think so. So I think when I fight bandits, if there's only one left, I might use my sword. But that requires me to change some gears. I might change. I have this. Yeah. I do it like this, where I have a melee weapon and the ranged weapon. My speed with heavy armor, or even with armor on, I'm still fast, so I'm good. I am good. Let's see. I was just checking on the stream. Yeah, I was just here training, and I think I'm done for now. I might do more on my own time. But for now, we're gonna do quests. After I finish drinking all, well, not all of it, but enough to not be hungry. Alright. Okay. So the next quest that I want to do, okay, things that have happened. I've been meeting people from these tents around. Um, some of them would have interesting items, and there was at least one person who sold me like poison. So I was like, so that's what I got, new poison. I haven't traded them yet because I haven't had the time yet, but eventually I will. I currently have them on me right now, so that's okay. I think I'm gonna go do these quests. The stuff that say new quests, even though they look like they might not be good quests, I'm still gonna do them regardless. Like I just want to see what I can do with it. What are you doing, sir? He's waking everyone up.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Is there a reason why you made all that noise? You trying to get everyone to come over here or what? Did I just wait? Yeah. I have to. Okay, so this is the dude. How much savior schnapps do I have? Apparently, oh my god, I only have 16? I was pretty sure I made like at least 50. Damn, I used a whole bunch.
Why don't you like the Takovites?
Because they're wankers. Arrogant wankers. Think they're above everyone else. But mainly, they stole our pasture, which has belonged to Giliov since time immemorial.
How does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. It's supposed to belong to us, for grazing. There's an old tree there, and everything between the tree and the woods is ours. I was there when it was decided. I was about your age then, and I got a good beating under that tree, so I remember. And you can bet your ass I remember.
But how did they steal it from you?
Because they don't believe me. The treacherous bastards. They lie about it wherever they can, saying the deal was different. And it was a different tree near the forest.
Can anything be done about it? Can't you make some kind of agreement?
Well, we meet there every year. I tell them how it is, while they just spew their usual lies. So we kick each other's arses, and everything just stays the way it is. A while back, we fought for a right to use at least half of it. But because I grazed my cattle there, I had to pay those bastards for using their half as well. But that's not fair. All of it is supposed to be ours by law, for fuck's sake.
Oy, that's a tricky situation.
tricky my ass. The greedy liars. Simple as that.
They beat you up under the tree. Why would they do that?
You bet they did. That's just how it's done, obviously. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember in case the others forget. And we pick a young boy because he has a good memory and, God willing, still has many years in front of him. It makes sense?
Aye, you're right. I remember we used to do the same back where I'm from. Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord von Berghoff?
Of course we did. He asked the Thrusk of its bailiff to resolve it, and he said we should sort it out amongst ourselves. And that if he heard about it ever again, he'll have both me and Project flogged. So that's that.
Basically, they don't want to do a lot of work.
Why do they look down on you?
Commoners here have all sorts of obligations to the nobility, and have to pay a tax.
Of course. That makes sense.
Aye, but Tackle has all its obligations in Grossen. They just pay up and that's it. But the nobles won't allow the same for the other. Besides Grossen, the others have to give them pigs, chickens, hay and the like, or go and serve. That's why them Tackleites look down on us. They think they're better than us.
Don't you pay as well?
Not me, no. I'm a freeholder. My farm is free from all taxes. Forever. I also brought the right to freely bequeath my property. So, when God called me back, my estate won't go to Lord von Berghoff, even though I don't have children anymore. I can leave it to whoever I want in my will.
Right you are. Those Tacovites are a bunch of stuck-up idiots.
Exactly. Eh? Even an outsider can tell.
I changed my mind, Oberon. I'll help you with the Tacovites. I'll steal their maypole and bring it to you.
But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right, I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head. Understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know, mess with him for stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence, all right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
About the tack-off maypole.
Ask away.
I reckon they'll be guarding the maypole, eh?
Aye. They're proper careful and keep a good eye on it. You'll have to be thoughtful and outsmart them somehow. But that shouldn't be too hard. That Ducko lot ain't the brightest. Ask around. See what's going on over there. You'll figure something out.
Well, you don't need me for this, do you? Just send one of your farmhands.
It's not that simple. Maypoles are a big deal in these parts. We had one here too, just like in Troskovich. But those Duckovites stole ours. And our fellow didn't manage to steal theirs. They got their arses kicked too. That's how it is every year. They're very proud of the maypole, but they won't be expecting a stranger like you to steal it.
Do you have any idea how I'm actually supposed to steal it?
What we need is a wreath. That's the important part. I reckon you'll have to climb up and chop the top off.
Climb up?
Well, it's pretty high up, isn't it?
Ah, you're young and strong. You can handle it. When I was your age, I could climb all the way up the tower at Trotsky.
If you say so.
But I reckon climbing up there will take a bit of time. So be careful none of those taco fools spot you.
God be with you, my friend.
Oh, g'day.
So, we're gonna do this mostly diplomatically. Yeah, I gotta do this. Well, we'll do the frogs quest first. That's where the blacksmith is. Okay. Hmm. Okay, we'll just go straight here. Since we're walking in the forest. Still need to increase my survival. Oh shit, I missed. Ah. Yeah, I still need to hit actual targets from a distance. What's this place? Oh, it's here. Okay.
Have you seen a stray dog around here?
I haven't seen a dog, but lots of wolves. Last I heard, they were causing problems for Siegfried. He tends his flock up on Kopanina. It's west of Trotsky. Go and ask him.
I'll ask him. Thanks.
See you later.
Hmm. Alright, we're gonna take the road. Might be new tents or events that happen. Hey, where's the road? Oh, I just literally walked away from it. Yeah, I still need to do the find the treasure chest for the well, I'll do that when I have the chance. This is the area. Okay.
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand.
Oh, this is the maple.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends. Greetings, Master Guard.
They have neither head nor neck. Their face is in the middle of their belly. And these blemmies breed horses with huge ears and birds born out of mud. In the north, there's a land all covered with snow and rocks, where it's always night and green stars shine in the sky. There I saw some strange water monks who have fins instead of legs and fleshy cowls on their heads. If you want to hear more, give me a groschen or two. I won't even turn down a bit of soup.
Everyone should eat. God be with you. Greetings, sir.
First things first, I'm gonna save here.
You have a beautiful maypole. Does that mean life here is just as beautiful?
Aye, we're doing pretty well, and our fellows guard that maypole well.
But if they're guarding it, who's doing the other work?
That's why they take turns. Our owl sheik was guarding it not long ago, but now the neighbor's lad, Henyik, is in charge of it. At least he doesn't have the time to fool around at night.
Do you know Henyik at all?
He started going out with our monka a while ago, but we put a stop to it. In short, he's not exactly the kind of fella I want in my family.
Why? Did he do something to you?
I don't want him whisking Manka away so we never see her again. His parents came here shortly after that terrible plague. There was a vacant farm, so they settled there. They had 3 sons, Henyik being the youngest. Say, have you met his brothers?
I haven't, though I can't say I made an effort to.
Well, you couldn't have met them even if you wanted, because they're not here. Both of them left. They say the younger one had a sweetheart in Troskovitz and took her with him. Nobody knows where they ended up.
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing
Troskovitz.
experience. In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand, hot and dry with no fresh water. The people there call themselves the Blennies.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You make a good point.
I'm telling you, one of these days, he's going to pack up and disappear. And I don't want him taking our monka along with him. He doesn't like folks talking about it. But wandering's in his blood whether he likes it or not. He's even got into fights over it. Just mentioning it is enough for him to clench his fists. I don't want Monka wasting her time with someone like him. You should try that on him.
If you want to hear more,
Oh.
Is Al Sheik your son?
Aye, he's our boy. But he's giving Prochek a headache because he doesn't like having to herd sheep. Ask him about it if you want. See you later, my friend.
Okay.
What about...
Let's trade.
I'll have a look at the ware.
Anything new, different, interesting, painted dye. One of the dice colored using modern techniques that hide the attempt to load it.
Nothing to your liking.
That's a beautiful maypole you have there. You don't see that every day. I reckon all the other villagers must envy you.
They sure do. Them Zhelievites try to steal it, but our fellas kick their asses. Why are you so interested in it anyway?
I know from experience how hard it is to guard a maypole like that. I used to stand guard myself.
Well, there you go. Then I'm sure you know what it's like to be envied by everyone around. And if someone had bad intentions, Henyik would show them how we do things here in Tachov. That's the one thing he's good for.
I wanted to ask about Henyik.
What about him?
Did he do something to you? Sounds like you're not exactly fond of him.
Aye, I'm not. He's been getting on my nerves ever since he got together with our Manka. I'm afraid he'll mess with her head and run off with her, just like his bloody brothers did.
And where did they go?
What do I know? One day they just packed up and wandered off. Their village wasn't good enough for them, I reckon. I wouldn't mind if someone went and beat the thought of Manka out of his head. Maybe someone not from around here.
You're not the first to mention something like that.
I reckon Voika told you about it already, didn't she? No wonder. We both only want what's best for our daughter.
That shepherd, Alshik, is he your son?
Aye, that's my boy. He's going to be really important one day. I arranged for him to learn from Bailiff Trush, so he'll have a better life. But now it's his turn to look after the livestock, so he can't go there. What a waste of time.
What's new around here?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He's our local storyteller, you know. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
Forgive me, sir. Unless you want to sleep on the hay.
That doesn't matter. I'd even be happy to pay for that bed of hay. Let's agree on a price. Do we have a deal?
That's not enough. Thanks. It was my pleasure to help you, sir.
Where should I lie down?
You can sleep up there in the barn, but be careful. The ladder is all rickety.
What's new around here?
Nothing new. It's quiet here, fortunately.
Alright.
Well, hurrah!
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade? A story for a story.
All right, then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it 100 times. And that story always leaves me feeling hungry.
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love, and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win her heart. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest gem.
And then? What happened when he'd done all 3?
Well, the lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had. And I'm not talking about gold.
Ho! A raunchy ending. That'll be popular with the lads round here. If I were you, I'd make it longer. To last a whole evening. Add a wicked stepmother, that sort of thing. It'll be a hit. And now, I'll tell you a tale in return. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. So, he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a 3rd time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Oh, that's so cruel. I feel sorry for Kuba.
Aye, and so did Matthias. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used the silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
Why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. Farewell.
That's interesting.
Greetings.
So the barn, right? This the barn? Oh, there's a barn over here. That must be it. Barn with a ladder. Oh, this one. Alright. Save and go talk to the rest of the people. I can eat the food here too, right? Is there anything here? Oh. Milk. And some bread rolls. Eat these. I guess I'll drop these. Going bad.
God be with you.
We men just got to stick together. Otherwise, we're fucked.
One beer.
What a nice maypole. It'd be a shame if something...
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Really? Very nice.
Why did I say
I'll
that?
say, the best in the county. Do you know why?
No.
Because it's the only one. We topple the one in Jelly off. They never saw it coming. Nobody gets the better of us. I don't think they're going to try anything after that beating anyway. Even if they do, Hennig will raise the alarm and we'll kick their asses again. Farewell.
I beat everyone down. Where's your daughter?
That's a beautiful maypole. We never had one quite like it back home.
Aye, ours is the prettiest. And also the only one in these parts. That's why we keep a close eye on it. Nobody's managed to steal it in recent years, but not for a lack of trying. Except, I feel sorry for my poor Hinyik, having to worry about it.
Hennig?
He's my sweetheart, I suppose. It's complicated.
Complicated? Is something wrong?
Well, since you asked, my parents forbid us from seeing each other. They're all up in arms over it. They're just not fond of him. So we have to meet in secret, which is impossible now, since Henyek doesn't have the time because he has to watch the maypole.
Well, what if someone took over for him and he had some free time tonight?
I'd like to see that. He's tired, but it's a matter of honor for him. Besides, the others wouldn't be happy if they found out.
We'll see. How's Alshik?
Tuh, how do you think? Great, of course. Pa's favourite.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know... Pa came up with this idea that he'd send Al-Sheikh to the bailiffs to learn to read and write. And that someday, when he's older, he'll get his own rat house.
Well, that's nice of him, isn't it?
I just wish he thought of what's best for me from time to time. It's always Al-Sheikh this, Al-Sheikh that. Ugh! Why even bother?
Where should I lie down?
You can sleep upstairs in the barn. There's plenty of room on the hay.
Careful.
I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be in. Let's switch over to this. So that must be it.
So, this is your famous maypole.
It doesn't look like anyone's really guarding it, is it? Yeah. But it'd be no fun if I just straight up and stole it right now. We'll talk to some couple of guards.
At your service, sir.
Guardsmen.
I'm too conspicuous during the day. Better to try at night.
Here's the blacksmith.
Good afternoon.
What does he have?
Show me your...
Ooh. This is a longsword, but its quality is only 1, so kind of weird that it's very expensive, but it doesn't do as much damage. This is really expensive though. $3.5 Roshan. That would be around 30-60. About 160 Groshin, around there. Oh, male collar. I thought I had a male collar. Could be one back at home. Or chainmail. Apparently this one's better. I'll probably get better ones later, so I probably shouldn't buy it. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I can make with. I don't know if I should buy them. Well, it's actually way more than that, I guess. Okay. And piercing boat. Did I get the piercing boat? Just in case.
Let's talk about the... Satisfied?
Well, if you... Finally! I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir. How can I help?
Show me.
Got anything that I can sell with?
Nothing to your liking, sir.
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. Be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Well struck. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by. There you go! You've got it finished! All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Oh, yeah. So this guy already gave me a bet, and I just paid for one. Okay. Alright.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
save. So I need a work axe. Can't move it. This is kind of hard. This one's harder. Because I can't tell where it is. Shit. That's way off.
Well, I've got half finished.
Christ, what a day.
That's good. Now just to temper it.
Good to see you.
Oops.
It's almost finished.
Damn weather.
Now I just have to temper it.
What do you hear?
I'd like you to teach me something.
It can be done, but it doesn't come free. What is this?
Show me what you...
Great.
There's a couple more things on...
Ask away.
Thanks. I'm still not really sure of myself in the...
Why not? Why don't you forge me another 100?
Yeah.
Let's see what you... Farewell. Get to it. I want to see how you'll fare. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up.
Making me do another doing the puss again.
Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works the bellow. You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the floor and heat it all up. Like this. The whole thing is heated up now. So come over to the anvil. that's left is for temporary, and the sword will be done. The rest just keep... Farewell, my friend. Excuse me.
I'll do the blacksmithing on my own. For now, we should focus on... I mean, I kind of still want to talk to everyone and check to see if there's anything new. Brochure. Oops.
What are you barging in here for?
Can buy groceries from there.
God bless you, sir.
Get another puppy. Everyone needs something to cheer them up.
Okay, so I need to talk to this person over here, I think. Save. Okay.
Henrik, what about your brothers?
What? Why do you care?
No, it's just that I've been hearing some interesting things about them around town.
Pah, let them talk. I don't know anything about them. They left.
Why did they leave?
I'm not sure. This place isn't too bad, but I reckon they wanted to see the world. Penna left after Pa died, and Rudlin right after Ma's passing, so I was left here alone.
And where did they go?
Hard to say. One said he'd head towards Prague. The other decided to go wherever his legs take him. But as for where they are now, I've no clue. They both said they'd return in a year, but they never did. I hope I get to see them again.
I talked to Manka. She mentioned you two are having some problems.
Well, if she already told you, no sense in covering it up. Aye, we are. Me and Manka love each other, but her parents are against it. I don't even know why. They just don't like me. They forbid her from seeing me. We went to a dance together in Troskovitz recently, but when they found out, they were furious. Now they're keeping close watch over her and causing problems for me as well.
Yeah, that's rough. But I really don't think I can help you.
So if I say this...
I hear you've got Wanderer's blood, and you're getting ready to leave, just like them. I'm a bit of a wanderer myself. Will you take me with you?
This again? Just you wait. I'll show you, just like I'll show anyone who talks about me like that.
When you say show, do you mean run away? I've heard that's all you can do. At least that's what everyone says.
Come on then, you ask for it. I'll show you.
What the fuck?
Fuck yourself. Enough! Enough! Leave me alone! Fuck this! Fuck it all! I've got nothing to tell you. Aye, I lost. So what? Letting myself get riled up like that again. All of you can piss off and take that maypole with you. Letting myself get riled up like that again. All of you can piss off and take that maypole with you.
I figure it's probably better if I did that instead of setting up a date for them. Because he would know that I was supposed to be the one in charge of watching. Right?
Aren't those dice sad you're just letting them sit there?
Maybe next time then, sir.
You're always welcome here, good sir. What have you done? Beating up Henrik like that?
Voiko wanted someone to teach Henrik a lesson.
Well, I'll give her a piece of my mind. I don't want to see you ever again. I'll be right there.
What?
I worked Henrik over.
You did well. Getting into fights and toying with our lass's head. That's just like him. Maybe now he'll realize he should just put his head down and focus on his work.
I'm sorry?
I don't know if I like that. He's like, oh.
You're always welcome here.
I talked to
Me, for now then.
Well, they can't be watching her all the time, can they? Just go out late at night sometime. Nobody'll notice.
We've done that a few times, but we can't now. There's no time for it. I've got to stand watch at night. I was drawn. This year, they want to keep the maypole up until harvest, and that's still far off.
Listen, I've got an idea. How about I stand watch in your stead for one night? You and Manka can go somewhere in the meantime. Nobody'll know.
You do that for us?
Of course. It's nothing.
All right, we have a deal. Ask Manka and let me know what she says.
Henry, what? No. What did they...
I'm not Penna.
And where did...
But that's... I hope...
You mentioned you and Henrik have...
Well...
I talked to him, and we came up with a plan. I'll take over guard duty for him, and you two can have some time to yourselves.
Well, that sounds pretty good, actually. So how are we going to do it?
Tonight, when everyone's asleep, you'll sneak out and wait for Henrik. I'll take over his watch, and you two Well, you can do whatever you want.
All right, agreed. Tell Henrik I'll be waiting for him. He'll know where to go. And tell him I'm looking forward to tonight.
I'll have a look at your web.
It's snowed. You could team up.
All we need is a bloke who can't get it up when it's going to be sunny, and we'll be the three wise men.
Who's the other one in charge of watching? I know it's the brother, but where's the brother? Arrange a date from Henrik and Menka. What if I can just steal it?
God, it happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I need to find an axe somewhere.
Day to you.
Good news. Manka agrees. She'll be waiting for you tonight. She says you'll know where.
We'll meet by the maypole as soon as it gets dark, all right?
Aye. It's a deal.
Think you would notice if I just do this? Yep.
Greetings.
So does anybody just know, or what? Like, I know like it's out in broad daylight, but what if I was wearing this and everyone was like far away and it's kind of raining?
Someone's stealing our maypole.
Oh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. You guys think you guys are so tough?
What are you lying here for? Hey! Stop fighting! How did you do that?
I have potions for days. I can take you all on. Oh. Hold up. Okay, go down. Okay, I beat you up plenty of times. You should be down by now. I want to see what would happen if I beat them all up and took it.
You don't belong here.
Say, I have this fancy maypole from Takov here if you're interested.
My God! They're going to slit the tooth! You're a champ, Henry! As soon as I saw you, I knew you had it in you. I promised you something, didn't I? And I'm a man of my word.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Thanks. Happy to help.
What do you say we pull one more trick, eh? I'd make it worth your while, of course.
All right. Why not?
Great. Now listen up. Let's really ruin their day, shall we?
I'm all ears.
Them Takovites grazed their sheep near the pasture they took from us. And you're going to scatter their sheep into the woods. What do you say? They'll have their herd.
All right.
That they were. Project. Aye, if it was on top of the...
All right.
The tack.
Say, oh,
You're
what?
it's what?
All right.
Great. Don't.
Before that,
G'day.
they're not gonna let me go near them anymore.
At your service, sir. Good evening. What do you need?
Good news. We'll meet. Aye.
always welcome here, good sir.
All right, I'm here. You can go and see Manka.
Great. Thanks a lot, Henry.
My pleasure. Leave it to me.
I won't forget this.
Ah, don't mention it. Go on. Don't keep her waiting.
I wonder if I can just shoot it down. Nope, can't shoot it down.
Now you're gonna get it!
I'll get you!
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Once again.
I need to find an
Oh
axe
my god.
somewhere.
Didn't hit him? Really? did he die? Oh, there he is. Is that guy running? I guess he's running. Yeah. I guess he's running.
No! No!
Oh. Oh. Alright. Well, since we're nearby.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Oh, I didn't pick up any of the stuff that was dropped on the floor. Ah, damn it. I need to remind myself, pick up the weapons that they drop. I keep forgetting. Yeah, fix my shoes, I think. Or no.
Greetings.
Oh, I ate too much.
Greetings to you.
Let me grab
Excuse me?
Wait, when did it clean itself off? That's weird. Okay. Oh, since that happened, let's just go to Zelioff.
Fair maidens and women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
And wickedness. You may say that God. It's too late for you. Go home.
Greetings to you.
Let's save. Don't have to walk all the way over here.
Say, I have this fancy maypole from Takov here if you're interested.
My God. They're going to sit you a champ, and they. I promised you something, didn't I? And I'm a man of my word.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Thanks. Happy to help.
What do you say we pull one more trick, eh? I'd make it
All right.
great. Let's really ruin.
I'm all ear.
Them Takovites grazed their thief near the pasture they took from us. And you're going to scatter their thief into the woods. What do you say? They'll have to herd them all back. I reckon they'll be proper pissed off.
All right. I'm sure they won't be happy about that.
That they won't. But that's not all. Project's beloved son is in charge of the thief now. You'll make him look like a complete moron.
Project's son?
Aye. Project is in charge there. He gives me the most grief. And they all care about his opinion. If it wasn't for him, This whole bastard thing would have been sorted a long time ago. On top of that, he thinks his son is gifted, and that he'll be a bailiff somewhere one day. Nothing will piss him off more than seeing his son be the village idiot.
All right. That's a good plan.
Of course it is. I came up with it. The Takovites will be doing the wash thing soon. If you manage to drive the thief through the drying laundry, I reckon they won't be too thrilled about it. I'll even give you an extra reward.
Say, Olbram, how am I supposed to lure away Project's son?
You'll figure it out. Actually, wait. I've got an idea. Flip this into his food, and you'll see.
What will I see?
It's what I give to my cattle for bellyache. Project's lad is going to sit all over himself. And while he's gone, you'll be able to chase off his sheep.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Great. But same as before, all right? Don't go killing anyone, and don't get caught.
What would you like?
I really ought to make a fool of that little geezer. He'll be the laughing stock of the whole region. Are you going to do what we talked about?
Aye, of course.
When was it? I'm assuming it's this one, the Strong Lullaby potion. Oh, wait, no.
God bless.
What about the bridge behind the We could block it with sand and rocks at night.
It's filthy again. Damn it.
Oh, probably not even. Oh, it's this one I need. I almost got myself killed or in trouble. Alright.
Greetings to you.
Why is there a horse here?
Come and speak your name.
Who the hell are you?
My name is of no importance. I am your faithful servant.
What are you doing here?
Why, I'm waiting for you. I did everything I was told, chanted the words, and you showed up.
You know who I am?
You're testing me, Dark Lord. I know I'm not worthy of uttering your name.
Speak. Your master commands it.
You're the Lord of Hell. The Devil. The Dark Tempter.
The hell do you want?
What do you want from me?
Me? Want something from you, Dark Lord? No, I wouldn't dare. I can only humbly beseech, pitifully implore.
Out with it, then.
For a small kindness, a favour.
What favour?
I'd like the dice to roll like they've never rolled for anyone before, and win every game.
Why do you want to get lucky at dice, of all things?
My wife is sick, and I have no way to pay for a healer. If I win enough money, I can find someone to cure her.
Don't lie to me.
Lucas beat me and won my life savings, plucked me clean. I even lost the barn. He must be cheating somehow, I'm sure of it, because there's no way I could be that unlucky. So I want to turn the tables on him. I'm going to take everything he's got. Give him grief, the fucker.
Thy will be done.
Really? Thank you, Dark Lord. I'll be indebted to you to my dying day. And when I die, my soul will be yours, won't it? That is the price?
As you say. Quid pro quo?
If I make enough to cure my Jane, it's a fair deal. This is beyond my wildest. My Jane will finally be well again. And maybe I'll even make enough for that little cow she was praying for.
Okay, well, I mean... I don't know if I did a good thing. But this ain't your horse. Well, let's see. He's a villager that lives here, right?
God grant you health.
I'll be right with you. They gave 3 times as much to out. Wait, really? Tickle some cabbage, friend. Greetings to you.
God be with you. What would you like? I'll have a look at the... Why are you wasting my time?
But he took the potion. This is El Sheik. Oh. Huh? Now, if only I had the hound. Thank you. Yeah, if I had the dog, I could probably scare them off.
Are you out of your damn mind? What's the meaning of this?
Alright.
Huh?
How's it going?
Just like any other day, I reckon. Wait a mo. You were here just before
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry someone stole it, but I had nothing to do with that. Just a strange coincidence.
All right. Sorry for accusing you.
How are the sheep? Do you have any trouble with wolves?
Not really. There were a few prowling around recently, but we managed to chase them off. I'm keeping an eye out for them. But other than that, herding is a bloody bore. I come here every day, eat the lunch my sister makes for me, and stare at the sheep.
I've got to go. Take care.
Aye, you too. Take care. Huh? Didn't you hear me? Get off my pasture!
Okay. That was...
Huh? I'll just wait.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. How are the sheep?
Not really. But other...
I've got...
Take care. Hey?
Who's herding livestock in this village?
Depends. The young lads take turns. Now it's Manka's brother, Alshik. It was good to see you, my friend.
What happens if I wait till night? No, all the laundry gets taken away. The only other option is to
Hey! You better knock it off.
Oh, yeah, I should have waited until he left. Oh, let's see. Let's see first. Are they still sleeping? Yeah, still sleeping. Someone found them. Oh. I still had it. Oh my god. Should I? Let's just do it. It's supposed to be our quest. I already fit in. Jump. Jump. Eh. What the heck? You were here? Thought you were gonna eat at home. You eat. You ate to come watch the sheep? Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Oh, good thing you didn't see me put or did you? It would be bad. She starts babbling about it. Like, I saw him put it in. I just didn't think anything about it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna soil the laundry before he comes back. Okay.
At your service, sir.
Oh, he took it. Where is he?
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Let me tell you.
Where is he? Like, I can't do it unless I know he's not there watching for sure. Oh, he's not here right now. Okay.
Back off before I kill you!
go. This guy took like 2 crossbow shots and like two arrows. Where's your sword, sir? Where's your shield? Oh, here it is. Ooh.
Good to see you. Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Okay, let's check out the new stuff. Oh, the field crossbow's better than my current. So this one's better. better. Can't repair it though. You, would you like to wear this? It does not increase my charisma, so no. This one's better. If I just repair it, be good. This makes it more noisy for me, so nope. Oh, these are better. These soft shoes are better. But the durability is better. Repair everything. Damn, it's using all of my armor, my blacksmith armor kits. weapons are good too. And those guys must have been really tough. Clean ourselves up. Actually,
Greetings to you. What do you need?
What?
I
could use the...
Don't worry.
I can't wait.
Great.
Let's...
Certain.
Do we have a deal?
Look. Excellent.
Ugh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
God bless.
God bless you.
I mean night. That's when I get. I lost a portion of the. Damn, not really worth it. I mean, it's kind of worth it, but lost like a good portion of it.
done with the sheep.
Ha ha! Great! How did it go? Tell me.
Well, I scattered their sheep like you wanted.
That's perfect.
I also trampled their laundry, like you mentioned.
You did? That must have been quite unpleasant for them. They'll have to start over.
Alshik ran like the wind after I slipped him that specialty of yours.
What a sight that must have been.
Aye. I reckon he's still throwing up.
You've taken care of everything. You deserve a reward. And with a bit on top as well. Like I promised. Since you did such a good job.
Thanks, Oberon.
Don't mention it. You're a handy fella. But you could be even better. With my help, of course. They say I'm a good teacher. And listen, one more thing. We'll be meeting the Takovites soon to discuss the pastor they stole from us. I'd like you to come with us. If you're not against it, that is.
What could you teach me?
Well, I'd say I've experienced quite a lot in my long, interesting life. And now, in my old age, I have much wisdom to share.
Do you have anything specific in mind?
I could help you with the craftsmanship. You know, like when you're going to make something. I also spent a lot of time with animals as a child.
That sounds good. I'd love to make use of your experience and learn something new.
It'll take some time, and maybe you could give me a forgotten in return, eh?
Tell me how to take better care.
When I use a lot with... Blessings to you.
I'd like to...
It'll take... And maybe you...
Just tell me...
I was a lot with...
I don't really know if they're teaching me.
I'd like to
He's giving me that much EXP for these.
I'd really appreciate it.
Of course, a lot with...
See. Yeah, didn't go up. Maybe the horsemanship might have gone. But the Houndmaster, I think it just stayed the same level. Maybe. And then I also did what? Craftsmanship? I don't know if it's worth 100.
So,
I'll tell you, and if we don't...
Right then.
I don't think this is for me.
Oh, wait, what?
Come on now.
Oops.
Sleep on it. It'll take a while for those Takovites to find...
I keep thinking about your arguments with the Takovites. Wouldn't you and Project rather make up? You've had the pasture split in half for years, and it's worked so far, hasn't it?
Your slash is it down like the cost of it bailiff first. He kept wanting to get involved. But to say the pasture ours in front of the Takovites, that he won't do.
Well, what if I talk to him? Maybe I can convince him to help us.
I wouldn't bet on it. Last time, he told me and Project he'd put us in the stocks if we keep bothering him.
Fine then. I see there's nothing you can do.
I can talk to the bailiff. I can decide to go and talk to the bailiff. So if you decide to say no, then you could do an alternative route. Interesting. That means that you need to say no pretty often to figure out if there's like any other options besides like saying, okay, sure, I'll go. You gotta say no. Interesting. Okay, the bailiff is... Well, I mean, the bailiff's over here. Let's see, I'm gonna wear this. Hopefully, nothing attacks me, but who knows. Oh. 2 bandits moving for 1 day. Okay. So bandits, right? Oh no. Sorry, dude, but I guess you're dying. You good, sir? It's his sword. I think he's gonna die in a bit. Is he good? Can't do shit with him. He might be dead. He might be dead. Since he's dead... Items I stolen, they're not considered stolen because they are dead already. Oops.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Riding on a pig, yelling about how you were Sigismund of Luxembourg himself. So prosperous, you said. See? That wasn't so hard.
Bailiff, I need to talk to you. Bailiff.
I came because of the arguments between Takov and Zhelyov.
What happened this time? Did old Bram piss in Project's ale barrels again like last year?
No, but they're getting ready to meet up and beat each other up.
Let them do it then! Maybe a few knocks to the skull will do them good, and they'll leave me alone.
How did the arguments between the Takovites and Zhelyovites start, anyway?
What do I know? I was a young lad back then, but it's all because of that bloody pasture. Both villages claim that it belongs to them, but nobody has any evidence. So they split it in half, but neither side is particularly happy about it.
Well, you wouldn't let them fight over nothing, would you? Does nobody know who the bloody pasture belongs to?
Nobody who could be trusted not to be making it up. After all, what business is it of mine? Let them kill each other for all I care. Worst case, I'll have to clap them all in the pillory. That should sort them out.
I'm sure you have enough worries as is. And the Takovites and Zhelyovites are just wasting your time. Wouldn't it be worth it to sort it out?
That it would. Bandits are running wild. My daughter is leaving the house. I don't have time for those morons right now. How the fuck am I supposed to find out who the pasture belongs to? I looked in the Chronicle. Things like that tend to be there. But Bailiff Brada, who was here before me, must have been a lunatic. You'd have to be mad to make any sense of that book.
Then let me have a look. I may not be mad, but maybe I'll find something you overlooked. You won't have to worry about anything.
You want to touch such a rare book with those filthy peasant hands? Have you lost your mind?
Filthy peasant hands? Do you know how many books I've read? And I never fold corners. If there's anything actually useful in the Chronicle, I'll find it.
Fine, have it your way. Maybe you'll manage to make some sense of Brada's bullshit. But if I find out you've even opened that book too harshly, you'll have me to answer to.
The Chronicle at the Child Scouts rat house. This thing, right? Yeah, I can ask him.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Oh, there's books here. Master Studies 2. The problem is if I stole something here, they're gonna assume it's me. So this must be it, right? The summer of the year 1327 was eventful. Quam gravis nestes erat. It seems impossible to write it all down here. Fear then sank its claws especially into old... Blah, blah, blah. Maybe... Oh my god, why is this so much? Oh, here.
This Latin phrase looks important. Otherwise it wouldn't be written in red, would it? Fecit ordinem in region ope claviferae. I should try to find somebody who could translate it for me.
And if people knew just one thing about him truly, Fecit ordinem in region ope claviferae. Shoo. Can't read that part. Am I too dumb for this part? Damn. Find someone who speaks Latin. You know, speak Latin.
What would you like?
I need to translate something from Latin. You're an educated man, aren't you? Would you help me?
Why not? It's nice to see simple folk wanting to get educated. What is it you need translated?
I think it's this one.
Fecit ordinem in regione ope claviferae.
That's definitely Latin, but what could it mean? In regione is obvious. That's in the country or region. Fecit ordinem is something like to bring order. And clave ferre means iron spike or maybe nail. So, brought order to the region with the help of an iron nail. Where did you hear that nonsense?
That's not important. The main thing is I know what it means, and hopefully it'll help me in my work. Thank you.
Okay. So far away. What? Can't fast travel from this location. I gotta be out here. Alright. On the map, I'm gonna go explore over here. Oh, someone here. Alright, what do you want, sir? Oh, it's you!
Hey, it's me! Come over here!
You again.
No longer calling me Hans, then?
Well, see, I discovered the truth of the matter. Hans double-crossed me.
How do you know?
I found out by chance. It wasn't just me that fell for that tale of selling wares for a tidy profit in Germany. He'd take people to taverns, get all friendly with them, then take all their goods and vanish.
How many people are we talking about?
I know of at least 3. But it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't a lot more of us.
It happens all the time. Well, you should report him. They'll catch him and give him what for.
It's already been done. He got caught with stolen goods somewhere. Then one thing led to another, and they found out he was involved in all sorts of dodgy business.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I suppose so. But it made me realize how hard it is to trust anyone these days.
Not everybody's out to get you.
I hope you're not, at least. Sorry I mistook you for him. But you do look a lot alike.
So, chances are you won't be seeing your money from Hans again, will you?
I suppose not. Well, lesson learned at least.
I'd like to purchase something.
Take your pick.
Guess I'll take this. It's cheap. Well, cheap probably because the quality's low. Okay, somewhere around this area there's supposed to be a nail that represents the border. It could be on a tree or something. Or it could be path. Path looks weird. How big is this area that I have to search for? Oh my god, it's a big ass area. Okay. Is it? Wait, I had to go back. I went too far. So it's not in the forest. Where is this nail? Damn it. Hmm? Oh. In. border nail. Where could it possibly be? Where are you, my nail? This border nail. Why is it not easy to see? No wonder why they decided to like fight each other because